Good morning, everybody. Myself, Dr. Vijay Muthekar, and I am going to discuss about the concrete technology subject for the last semester of civil engineering. That's for BE subject, and very much is a elective subject. That subject is advanced concrete technology. Friends, all you know that the concrete is basically an ingredient for civil engineering structures, which is very much useful to build various infrastructure projects or various structures and many more things. In this lecture, I am going to discuss with the high performance concrete only. Now, there are various types of high performance concretes. One of the majorly used high performance concrete for industrial as well as the mass concreting purpose is the vacuum concrete. As you can see from the video that high performance concrete is basically a concrete which is maximum used for the more workability concrete. That means whenever whenever vacuum concrete is to be proposed for any structure, for any structural element or any flooring and all the things, that concrete has to be manufactured with high water cement ratio. That means the workability should be high. As seen from the videos, you can see that the high workability concrete can be finished very easily by making some gridding or by screeding and all the things. The compaction as well as the flowability gives the setting of that concrete very easily, and that's why the finishing and all the purposes which is required for other types of concrete need not to be taken place for the such high workability concrete. Now, after setting the concrete, such measures has taken so that the compaction as well as the vibrations takes by making that vibrations and compaction at a time, the whatever the excess water is in the concrete, that means after the minimum requirement of water, the water remains in the concrete is nothing but the excess water. That water comes on the surface, and by using the various panels and the vacuum panels and the screedings and all the things, as shown in the video, you can see that the excess water can be sucked or vacuum by using the vacuum pumps and all the things, and that excess water is flown away from that concrete. Basically, this type of concrete is being used to make the concrete easy for transportation, easy for placing, and as well as the after vacuuming or after dewatering the excess water from that concrete, that concrete water cement ratio between that concrete goes on reducing, and after reducing, the required water cement ratio maintains over there, and thus by reducing the water cement ratio or by lowering the water cement ratio, the strength of concrete being increased. After that incremental of that concrete, the research has been taken place that after removing such excess water and after removing after lowering the water cement ratio, concrete gets the higher strength maximum, as well as the density of such concrete goes on increasing size. That's why the advantage in terms of advantages of this such concrete, we can say like this: कि after placing the vacuum concrete or after using the concept of vacuum and dewatering, the concrete goes on increasing its strength as well as its density. And as we can say that the density of such any concrete is being increased, then durability of such concrete is also goes on increasing. One can say that कि density and durability of concrete is directly proportional to each other. Now, coming to the advantages of vacuum concrete, the research or literature stipulates that the bond strength of such concrete, vacuum concrete, is approximately 20% more than the normal concrete. After that, the density, as discussed now only, density and compressive strength of such concrete is also higher side. As we have discussed the advantages of the vacuum concrete, we also have to take into consideration the disadvantages of the vacuum concrete. The major significant disadvantage of the vacuum concrete is that the use of limited use of that vacuum concrete for the structural element. We cannot use the vacuum concrete for our major structural elements such as column, beams and slab, because the grid, whatever the vacuum grid as shown in this video, vacuum grid cannot be used on the columns, on the beams. But however, we can use that vacuum grids on the slab also. But we know that the thickness of any building slab is approximately 6 inches to 4 inches. Over there, the high workability concrete cannot be used frequently, because there is a chances of having the segregation of that particular concrete if we are using the higher workability or higher water cement ratio concrete. So that's why it have some limitations. We have to use the vacuum concrete in certain element, or we can say certain road pavement only, for which the thickness of that element is more. Because whenever the thickness of that element is more, the compaction and the vibration creates the voids very much clear, and the excess water coming on the element's surface, and from there, by using the grid, perforated grids, we can take out the excess water. That's why the thickness of the element is minimum. The thickness of element is used approximately 10 inches. Beyond 10 inches thickness of any structural element, we can use the vacuum concrete very successfully. But however, there is a limitation of use of vacuum concrete, that the below 10 inches thickness structural element, we cannot use vacuum concrete. However, we can use any other high performance concrete over there. Thank you. Thank you all.